Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to wrap up this chapter of dictionaries and sets with the last theory lecture, and after that there will be just workshops, reviews, a quiz, and a very important certification project. So let's get into this. Okay, so I will summarize all of this. uh, that what is Python standard library and how do you import a module. First of all, we have to understand what a library is. A library is like a toolkit for you, which you use when you need to do some work, like for example in real life you have to uh, what we say, attached to pieces of wood. What you use a nail and a hammer to hammer that nail into uh, those woods or wood pieces. So that is how, and we do not make those tools every time we want to do the same work of using of attaching to wooden boards or wooden sticks. So, and we already have those tools in our toolkit that we use whenever we want. And in software development, a module or a library works the same. um, in a module we have uh, a pre-written code with all of its definition and declarations that we can use in our Python script or our program to uh, minimize the production time and to use a reusable code that is uh, already tested heavily and is well standardized. We just import those modules into our program, and we execute them, and we can access any of those, any of the elements, like whether it is functions, variables, uh, object classes in the module. We can access them in our Python program. So what will be the common uses of modules? We will be using modules to interact with the system, working with files, in which we input or output to the files, networking, which is API, and working with date and time, mathematical expressions, regular expression, and testing and debugging. To import those modules into our program, we use import. Okay, if we want to uh, print the square root, let's say square root. If you want to print a square root of 2, how would we do that? We would have to write uh, our own calculation where there might be a chance of hidden errors, but as Python provides us with pre-built modules in which there is a specific one called math, which contains most of the daily used mathematical expressions. Like we can import math here, and math contains the function math dot sqrt, and we give it our variable expression or a number we want the square root of, and yes, we get the square root of 2. And let's uh, break down the syntax. So first of all, we have to write the name of the module from which we are accessing that specific function or an element. So for now our module is math dot, and we are accessing its square root, and we are giving it necessary arguments like this. And there are also other methods or functions in the math, like we can get the power using the POW function. I think it was math.export. It was the exp, which is the value of e raised to the power given as argument. Okay, it takes two arguments. Yes, 2 raised to the power 2, and yes, so the number so it takes two arguments. First is the number uh, which we want to raise to a specific power, and the second is the power. So 2 power 3 will be 8, and yes, also other common modules in Python are random, which generates a random number, and RE for regular expressions, and datetime, which gives us the system's date and time. And we can use aliases, like there can be a chance that we have our own function, variable, or any part of our code uh, named exactly as the uh, module name, or we just don't want to use that exact module name. We want to give it another name or an alias. We can do it like this. We can give it uh, math library, and we can use this alias in place of the module name everywhere. Okay, and yes, this works perfectly. And aliases are also used to uh, eliminate the use of complex module names and very long module names. Okay, when we are doing this import math, we are importing the whole uh, module into our program. But if we are 100% sure that we don't want to use more than some specific number of functions in our program, we can access those exact uh, elements from that module into our program using this what we say from module, where we will write from module name, which is math, as math library. And okay, we don't have to give alias into this because we will not be using that alias in our program. We can write import, and the specific elements in that module we want to import into our program, which are like I am only using sqrt square root, power, and exp. So now I don't have to write this. Okay, so now I don't even have to write math dot sqrt because I am directly importing those specific element from that module. So I can use them like regular elements of the code, and this works. And we can also give aliases to them, like as square root and we have to use this alias when wherever the square root is used, like this. And if I run it, this works perfectly. And we can also do this for other elements, but I am not doing that for now. Okay, there is a function where uh, three methods are important from math module, and they are used to change an angle in degrees to radians. Then sine and cos methods are used to represent the uh, values in the values of that radian angle in sine and cosine. There is also a trick like this. So what it does, and what is the difference between this and this? So the difference is that we are importing from math here, but we would have to use math.sqrt, because otherwise this will give errors like this. Like we would have to write the module name dot the method from that module. But if you want to if we don't want to use that module name, what we can do, and directly access the uh, elements of that module, we can use from module name, which is math, import star means everything. But it is generally discouraged because of the reason that uh, there might be name conflicts between the module names if we're importing everything from there and using it exactly like this without the dot notation, which also tells the uh, interpreter that we are using the square root function from the math module. But if we also have a function named exactly sqrt, or a variable named exactly the same as that in the module, we would get a name conflict, that and the interpreter will be confused that which function or specific part of code that this function belongs to. Is it from the module or is it from this main program? So the professional approach is to use this import, or with aliases, or you can use this import to import the specific elements from that module. Okay, that is okay. There is also a constant in math which is dot pi, which returns the value of pi. And we can import the module date and time, where we can set the date using dot date method, and we can call the specific uh, variables from that module's specific object. So this is an object. We will learn these objects and classes in our next chapter, so let's move on for now. And there is last piece of specific code, where there is an if condition that if this variable is equal to this string, then we write our or execute our code. At the last is a special built-in variable in Python, and whenever a Python file executes, then executes directly, then the Python uh, updates this uh, variable's value to a string, which is this underscore underscore main and to underscore again. But if the Python script is not directly executed or and is imported to another Python script, then Python will set that specific variable's value to its own file name without the .py extension. So if I summarize this, the code in this if condition will only run when our code or our Python script is executed directly, not as a module. What is Python standard library? It is created modules included with Python. Which are the following? Date and time and give it a short yes. Import the entire date and time and give it a shorter alias .dt. This if you only want to use the main function from the statistics module directly in your code without prefixing it with statistics, which import would you use? Okay, we only want to use main, so we will use from statistics, which is the module name, and we will import this main. Let's check it. Okay, we have completed our module uh, of uh, of modules. So tomorrow we will make a very long workshop with 44 steps. So yeah, this is it for today. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.